Good morning everyone. How you doing, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to some Starcom Unknown Space. No, I did not have to look up that name. I definitely remembered it, yes. I'm not bad with names at all, no. Dang it. You got me, dang it. Anyways, yeah, I was just going by, hunting a few ships, getting some resources, going to the asteroid field and going back and forth, killing ships, asteroid field, killing ships, asteroid field, and so forth. And there two things happened on the way. Two things happened. First, let's change the music up so it's actually a correct part. There we go. First, I got accosted by the traders. The CXT, I believe, those trading guys, who have another delivery they want me to do, which I couldn't refuse, so I had to take it. So we have another delivery, which is somewhere on the map. There, CXTA smuggler, and we can get a for a specific data bank we can get for my planet in devout space, which they thought was too dangerous for them, and they asked me to do it for them. I've not done anything with it, but that's something we received. Also, on the way over, I found this derelict ship, and derelict ships in this game are kind of important for the story, so I didn't want you to miss it. So I stopped my my grind for any more. If you can find entry reference to town neutrinos, you can mark it on the map. There may be several references. We want Ensign Iglesias' report on the vessel with concealed sensors. Log entity tracking. Okay. Oh, that's about the station, the little secret neutrino detection station. That's what it's about. Okay. I was about to talk about the cargo. I got a good amount of aluminum. An okay amount of titanium. Was hoping to get more. So we got some decent materials here. We did get this Brogadar chest yesterday. We will scan it in a bit, but not right now. So we have a few things to do. First and foremost, let's scan the ship we're right next to. That's why I saved this here for you. The vessel is unremarkable, probably a long-distance cargo hauler. Several critical modules have been forcibly removed, possibly as the result of damage. The cramped passages and rooms suggest its operatives were considerably smaller than ourselves. Okay, so different species who are smaller than we. The tight spaces forces the team to move slowly, in single file, during the investigation. As Ensign Cygnus Lee approached the engineering section, a previously unnoticed hatch slams shut, cutting them off from the rest of the team. A radio signal breaks into the team's channel, delivering a crudely translated message. Your comrade is our guest. Place 10 units of titanium into the delivery thing if you wish to unfurl them. The delivery thing is presumably a small receptacle located in the hatch. We can open the hatch, -5 chance, so engineer is not that high. We only have a plus 20% engineering skill. Or we can go for xenoculture and convince them we do not have the money. Sorry, the titanium, which I don't have titanium for these guys. I don't. Also, I forgot this. Hello. Yeah, I forgot to take off my my camera protection thingy. Oops. Professional, definitely professional. Anyway, let's convince them we can't afford it. Seems okay. Lieutenant Gary makes a convincing case that the team is unable to pay the ransom, and since they cannot pay, it would be better to have nothing than nothing and an enemy. The unseen captors can find no fault with his logic and remotely free Ensign Cygnus Lee. After negotiations are complete, Ensign Iglesias has an opportunity to examine the delivery thing. It's a warp capsule. This warp capsule is capable of transceiving simple elements nearly instantaneously, convenient for demanding ransoms without exposing themselves. A warp capsule, okay. Interesting. Anyway, you tried to ransom my man? How about no? How about hell no? The answer is no. Good morning. Been tuning in on a break to watch your adventures? Cool, man. Join us. Hope you have fun. Hope you enjoy. We just dealt with the ransomers who were trying to ransom my own... I think it was my engineering guy they ransomed, right? Anyway, we do need to get to the heretic portal. We still need to do that. We haven't done that yesterday. It was on the planning. Also, I believe this is also the system where we found that hidden ship, didn't we? I'm pretty sure it is. Also, we got some upgrades. Basically, I slapped a few extra guns as soon as I could afford them on my ship, just so we could get easier through the enemies. It is ugly. I know, it is ugly, but it will work. Eventually. Someday. So we need to go to exclamation marks. I believe the station was down here somewhere. And Brunel, have you ever heard of this game before? Have you ever seen it before? I just recently found it through, what was it? The Mighty Jungles played it. And I was intrigued. It's a simple looking game. And it is not too complex, but the story is amazing. It's really good. Also, I see nothing... I see no exclamation marks here. We might be in the wrong system still. Oops. That might help if we go to the right system, yes. Oh well. And enjoy your lunch. I assume it's your lunch break. I mean, any good break should have lunch, I think. Should see a few of my patchwork ships. I'm about 10 to 12 hours into my first playthrough, having a blast. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I'd love to see them, man. My original playthrough before I did it on stream, I test games out before I played them. I was in 38 hours in, within 5 days. So, yeah, I'm kind of hooked. I'm hooked. This game is awesome. What is your favorite weapon? I'm curious. I know what mine is. What is yours? Are we gonna live? We are gonna live. I mean, my hull is awful. I just have a lot of guns. That's all I have right now. Yeah, let's heal it up. I like to go for tanky. That's a lot of loot, man. Holy hell. That's a lot of loot. Anyway, we got a lot of allies here. Let's kill that station there before it summons more enemies. Have you heard of the octahedron? If you know, you know. If you don't know, I'll not spoil it for you. But I love that thing, man. It looks so awesome. Just the visuals alone are amazing. And the whole design your own ship thing is just something I really like. So I need to go through this, but first I want to see if we can find where the station was with the exclamation marks. We have a survey over here. I forgot what survey it was. Oh wait, we can survey this one as well. Redeploy survey team, hello. I did skip a few because our skills were too low still. This is based on biomed. Well, biomed is not that high. We have biomed of only plus 20%. Minus 10%? I don't think I'm gonna level up my biomed that much anyway. Since you can't level up your ship crew completely, I had on my other playthrough a fully maxed out crew, or a max level crew, which you can't level everything. So I don't think I'm going into biomass, so let's see what happens here. We get lucky. We get lucky. As the team follows a game patch through the trees, and insignificantly signals a stop, and silently transmits a message. We're being followed. The team spends several hours following and sometimes seeming being followed by the mysterious quarry. As the sun begins to set, Ensign Kepler spots an odd glimmer in the trees. With a quick shot from a stun rifle, they are able to incapacitate the creature long enough to examine its unique physiology. An intelligent bipedal hunter with a natural light refracting camouflage. Didn't we find a relic that also had changing colors and stuff on it? Might have something to do with these guys. Cool. I'm having to missiles and fighters. They're amazing. Yes, it is amazing. I love how this game looks and feels. I'm sure I've spent a good portion of my time in the ship designers. I did too, man. I love that there's a limit on how much you can make, And then there's also the heat system, where you have to make sure things don't overheat. It makes it challenging to make your ship good and good looking. I have a picture here of my high level ship. Let's grab the thumbnail while else. This is my high level ship. Let's make sure you can see it, because at the moment it's invisible. Where is my screen capture? There it is. Bam, there we go. This is my we're good, right? Yeah, we're good. This is my my ship design of my high level ship. And I love these bulkheads here, and I had bulkheads going all around the ship to encompass this, so just to make it look better. But I had to install so many extra power cores. This is level 3 power plants, level 2 power plants here. I don't think I have level 1s anymore. And it's big turrets. I did find out with the turrets though. I use mostly turrets and lasers. I like those most. I did find out with the turrets that the level 3 turret seems to be inferior to 2 level 2 turrets. They have the same space, but if you go from a level 1 turret to level 2 turret, you do more damage, and you have the same. The level 2 turret has twice the fire rate, twice and plus 0.1%, plus 0.1 fire shot per second. So more than twice the DPS. So even if you use 2 hexes, you don't lose any DPS. It does more damage, so DPS is higher. But if you go to the tier 3 one, you do not get double the damage per second. So, not double the fire rates. So it feels like it's less efficient. And I notice when running a lot of these big turrets that if you have a swarm missile attack on you, they can't deal with it so much because there's just not enough shells in the air, basically. So I just mostly go for tier 2 cannons. I had a few tier 3s here. I got 4 at the moment. But yeah, and I love that you have to then make sure you have this is a unit that allows to dissipate heat, for example, because these things will overheat and you don't want them to become in the heat system orange, because that means they have 40% less effectiveness. So that you hold the design. And this design, I took this from the original ship in the game. In my playthrough, that playthrough at least. Where is the thing? I think, oh, there it is. Yeah, right in the middle of my screen. There it is. This is where I took the design from. This was the ship from the crew that is with you. So you have the Aleus, I believe, the other sign ship on this side of the wormhole you have to save. In that playthrough, that ship looked like this. So I was like, I'm going to follow the same design. At a point, the command console, wings, body. So that's what I went for. So I tried to copy that. So I made this as close as I could. And I was just unlocking the tier 3 engines. But I think it looks awesome. I also unlocked this new weapon here. Awesome weapon. Yeah. I greatly enjoy this game. I think it's really awesome. I'm surprised I didn't hear of it before. So yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. That looks tough. I rushed to the circle bridge, and I'm nowhere near research to construct it. I know, man. The research takes a while. Although there are a few things. Have you been? If I can actually get there, we go. Have you been here? This system here. You see this line here? Have you been to this system here? This is the starting system. And you want to go over this place, because this place will give you resources over time. It's only silver, copper, and titanium, I believe. But titanium is useful. You've got to check off the current missile carrier. I mean, look at the horrible thing I'm flying right now. It was a kind of aero design, and I just slapped things on to just get more turrets. These are just turrets. It's awful. And I spaced them out for heating. This was just supposed to I farm with this and then make something cool out of it. And then it got interdicted and had something else I had to show the guys. So I was like, okay, this ship will beat for a bit. And you've got a refinery around? Perfect, yes. That's at least a good way. And what I also noticed, there is a few of these. You see this in one of the first things you go to. There's this one here. These asteroids. These respawn. And these are the best ways to get aluminum, titanium, and a few other resources. There are other resource nodes, like also early game you get access to this one here, where you find the crates which explode. That's where you find a little bit higher tier materials, not as many, but you get a few of them. And there are a few other of those sites around the map. I haven't unlocked on this playthrough yet, but there are a few others where you can get the most resources. And of course, well, shooting ships helps, so If you're friendly to all friendly to all aliens, you don't have many ships to shoot, so you might not want to be friendly with all of them, maybe. Kind of sick, like a turtle looking. I mean, yes, it is some kind of insect thing. They used to call it the chandelier because it had actually one extra what do you call it? A bulkhead here. So this one was sticking out, and these two weren't here. There was only one of them here, so it was kind of a candelabra. Yeah. Sometimes they are awful. Do the asteroids fields respawn? Yes, they respawn pretty quickly, actually. I've reformed this several times. This is should already be respawned by now. I mean, I just loaded the game today, so it probably is respawned right now. But yeah, it does respawn all the time. It's one of the best ways to get resources. I think it is the best way to get resources. Not all of them, but most. You were just thinking about that in your game, about making an enemy or 3. I mean, it is... You don't want to make enemies out of all of them, but there are a few species that are very easy to make enemies of. I mean, for example, have you met the big... the guys with the cannons? Who probably... Those guys here. The Brogidars. Those start as enemies. And you can keep them as enemies if you wish, and that's a lot of loot there if you have a good ship that can kill them. I refuse to pay again. You seem to be losing against us. Yes, you are. We have lots of ships, and now that we've seen your maneuvers, your advantage is gone. It'll go easier if you pay now. I refuse. How can you put such a low price on your safety? I mean, I keep my gold, and I get to get your resources, and you're dead. Win. Just win. Now he can one-shot me because my cockpit is awfully unprotected. Yeah, that's painful. But that's one of his turrets. Get the other one before he gets energy back. Okay, that's another turret gone. I tend to go for tankiness if I can. I want this turret here. It's on the wing there. Okay, it's gone. Got a center mass. The cockpit. Give me your cockpit. Give it to me. There's the cockpit. And that is one. And we got titanium, gold, neutronium. Oh, hell yeah. You can also lure them into other enemies and they will fight each other. I need a bit of a break with my HP. We just go this way. Yes. And let them fight each other for a bit. Sometimes you get this heal. I'm not sure what you have to pick up to get the heal, but sometimes you just get the random heal, which I appreciate. I was hoping this little guy would annoy him, but he didn't. Oh, that's not good. Dodging. Weaving. Okay, I'm not very fast. We dodged a few. First wing is gone. Ooh, that's... Yeah, you can also ram. The engines are the weak spots. If you can get the engines gone, they can't maneuver, and then you can just kill them from the back. So you don't have to deal with the turrets at all. But there are usually 2 or 3 of these guys. Also, hello. I call these the Klingon bird of prey. Because they're basically just two turrets and 2 rocket launchers, and not very tanky. Now these guys were a challenge not too long ago. But I know where to strike them. But it's fun that the designs are so different that you can actually make it... Oh, that's not good. That's whoops. I was about to say how easy it was, and then I got destroyed. Damn it. Well, the game giveth and the game taketh away. Let's try that again. That's asteroid station. I want to get them. I now need to get them. Yes. Now it's personal. I hope they like me currently. Their ships are easy pickings to missiles and fighters. I have to revisit my standings with them. I mean, it's good resources. At the moment my ship is kind of awful and I don't have the best stuff research because I've been farming stuff, but haven't really been upgrading since I would like to do on stream. So there's still a bit of a challenge. Let's take that station out first so we don't get sandwiched. Yeah, early game they're pretty tough, and then if you get later game you get resources, you get parts from their ships. It's pretty good. I used to try some fighters out though, and the problem I have with them, and the missiles the same thing, is that they can be shot down in the air, so your shells don't always land. And if you have lasers, are absolutely devastating, especially the continuous lasers. So I just try to go for the turrets, which I think are kind of awesome, and the lasers. That's what I prefer mostly. Also the fighters, just if you send them out, they oftentimes just start docking with you before you get to the enemy. It's kind of like, yeah. So you got neutronium. I need it. Yeah, I know neutronium is hard to get. I got 4 of them. To get the highest ship hull, I got it written down somewhere. There it is. We need 27 ethylene, 19 neutronium, and 6 adamantine to go back to my my super hull. What was it? The Dreadnought. Yeah, Dreadnought hull. And then I can slowly start to rebuild my ship from my large payload. There are the guys. Hello, guys. I'm not in combat. Ah, dang it. Sorry, combat. Okay. I should have saved here. You seem to be losing. Refuse to pay. If you click the top one, you always pay. I don't want to pay. You shall pay me with your life. Can I get his engines here? Oh. That's pain. I mean, I can get his turrets. That's also good. Ow. I think I got a few engines. Also, they got mine. Mines are awful, by the way. I haven't unlocked the tier 2 engines. Just don't have the resource to mount them yet. I need more titanium. But his engines are... Well, he is gone. Never mind. I thought it was just destroying his engines. Never mind. He gone. Titanium, gold, yes, good stuff. Now, user number 3 here somewhere. I want these. Give me your engines. Your engines shall be mine. And then he can't move anymore, and we're good. The rest of his armaments are not really scary. It's mostly the big turrets, which he needs to turn his entire ship full. Explosions are glorious? Yes, they are. They're really good looking. I really love the way this whole game looks, man. Also, it does pay off, if you have the engines for it, to explore random space. I have found things in random space by just flying around stars I found and then gotten to quite cool places. Let's slow this down. I want to save it just to make sure we don't get murdered and we lose everything. And also love the challenge. Sometimes you're like, hey, this is an easy fight, and then you still get murdered, or they come with bigger enemies which are way harder. Nothing here at the moment. And there we are. Now this is the asteroid station you came first in. I come here often because there's also a place you can sell aluminum. Not for a good price, but aluminum is so easy to get. I usually have plenty, so I just wasted a bit here. Here you can see, it's once again full. It refills all the time. You just have to walk 2 or 3 times away or go to your own base and it respawns. And since there's a wormhole right there, you can just instantly get here from a base. So this is how I get most of my resources. Just farm this over and over again. I usually do this off stream because it's not too interesting to look at all the time to do this. But once in a while it's fine. Nice, I got a 500 AU Sex Scout Explorer, and that someplace definitely shouldn't be. Yeah, that's good. Have you also tried to go through the dark matter nebula, which has a really annoying void effect on it, so it slows you really down. I got with a speed of 30 because in void normally go a lot faster with a ship. Also, this ship has never been destroyed. I put it from the star and still has not been destroyed. I only found this guy once here, by the way. I've had 38 hours in the playthrough, never found this ship in this system here. So some things are still a bit bit randomized, which I like. It makes the second playthrough still a lot more fun, and if it just would be the exact same, would be boring. Yeah, going through black matter clouds is annoying. And also, have you found the stalker yet? I advise you go have a look over there. If you're just trying to scout, look over there. Roughly there. And be careful though. Be careful. That's all I say. And the rest is up to you. Bring big guns and bigger shields and HP. I usually did it on my other playthrough where I just went to a random part of space and then just put something on the side to watch or listen to while my ship just flew and just see if I could find something cool. And I found some cool things. Got a few achievements too that way. I do like that the achievements all are hidden. Sometimes I go for games and I'm like, hey, what are the achievements? Can I get them? And I was like, they're all hidden. So you need to discover them all, which I like. And already have a few hidden ones. Aluminum? What do you think, by the way? Aluminum or aluminium? I use them interchangeably. I think it's fun to use them both, but yeah. What do you think? Sometimes I'm lazy and it's aluminum, and sometimes I'm not lazy and it's aluminium. Yes. It makes some people really angry, which is really funny to me. Aluminum, copper. Mostly aluminum and copper here, it seems. Sometimes titanium, sometimes rarely gold, but mostly aluminum and copper. Now, I haven't found a really good reason for copper yet. I mean, copper and silver can be used for trading goods, basically, because there's two species that use it as their currency. But beyond that, I mean, there is... Platinum has the scanner, I believe, the sensor. And one more thing. What does titanium... sorry, platinum. High sensitivity... Shouldn't it just say what it's being used for? No, it isn't. If you go back to the base, it shows you exactly what it's used for. But not here. Okay. Use any... I have the lasers. I use lasers. I enjoy the lasers a lot. The lasers are my favorite ones if you go for long range. The problem is it's hard to get them. You need to get to the right species that has them, and then you have to find the materials to make them use of them. So I unlocked them quite late in my other playthrough, and at the moment still I'm not really there where I can unlock them. But I think the lasers are insanely powerful. They wrecked me so many times, man. Just that laser just keeps going. Hey, some guy! Space! Yes, indeed, indeed. And you know some guy? This is the space without Uluru. There's no Uluru here. We're safe. How doing, mate? And happy 2026, by the way. Haven't seen you before. Haven't seen you yet, have I? Hope you had a good New Year's. Titanium! There we go, titanium! Titanium, give it to me. Yeah, these keep respawning, you can keep coming back here and just get all the stuff. And there are some more exotic versions of these as well, but you have to discover them, of course. I think we got one. Also, what you can see on the minimap, by the way, you can see these dots around here. There's no dots around this, so I cleared this. But if we go to, for example, this one... Or do we have to be in system? Oh, we have to be in system, I think, to see these. Because these have... It's called meteor craters. That's impact locations from our own ally ship, actually. She still lives for rent free in her hands? No! We have to charge rent. We have to charge rent, yes. I need to trade my copper away. I noticed need for anomaly here and there. Yeah, there are some things where you need it for, so I keep a stock of it, because it's not that hard to get. But the Emirites, I believe, trade with it as a currency. Indeed. Haven't unlocked, haven't researched them yet. I think the lasers are really, really powerful, but that's just my opinion. Actually, I should have a look at what these guys sell, maybe. I do this often. Press the wrong button. Cancel. I want that one. Yes. You too, New Year's was all about when I started playing, found it on sale. Oh, that's awesome, man. I didn't find it on sale. I found it by watching Jingles, which I watch lots of. Jingles, and yeah, it seemed like a perfect game for me because I like designing ships and just having good stories. Now, as you can see, these guys, I have the upgrade where I can see what kind of prices are in the galactic average, basically. And these guys are pretty poor traders, except for uranium. They'd love to buy uranium, they hate to sell it. That's the only thing you can buy and sell here for a good price. And I don't need uranium right now, and have some. So I could get myself 119 aluminum, or I believe we need 2 more. I think we need more emerite here. Because I want to go for the higher ships, so I think we're gonna use this aluminum here. 201 gone. Okay. I mean, we can afford it total, but yeah, it's a bit expensive. But I need more of those to get to the next hull, so I'll take that. The copper I'll keep for now. It's a bit expensive, but I think it's worth. And then let's have a look at this place here, because here you can actually get, I think it's the only place where you can get Kirillite as a random spawn space. I think others you always have to destroy ships for it, because I think it's a craft material. The rest you can find in space with asteroids and stuff, but I think Kirillite is the only one that actually has to be made. I mean, technically, according to the story, so is Adventite and the other thing I just picked up. Am I right? Etherine. I keep saying it wrong. Etherine. Oh, ah. Free loot. Hello, free loot. Come here. Two more birds of prey. Squishy as hell, but good resources. I'll take them. And also, if you go to the system, you will always find, or almost always find, a set of these devout sitting here, which is also loot in the same system as those. Yeah, I can build that thing first. In the same system as where you can find the crates. So that's a good amount of my aluminum back. And here you can see the crates flying around. There's not a lot, they don't respawn that fast. But that's Kirillite, instantly Kirillite. Yep, there we have it. So you can find that over here. And there are not too many, they don't respawn very fast here. Not as well as the asteroids do, but they do respawn. But that's, yeah, that's where I got my resources from. Now, let's maybe finally, for the first time and ever, after I said it 10 million times, let's actually do the portal, maybe. Actually, no. How big is the map? Some guy. Yes, about this map. Yes, about this map. This is the map, right? Or is it? Or is it? This map is kind of insane. This map is enormous. And even in my big playthrough, I unlocked about this whole screen of most things. And there is more. So this map is insanely big, and I assume it is used. Seeing how the game so far is going and how the story is going, I feel that the entire map is used. So there is a lot to find. There is a lot to find. I need to go there. That's a lot of space. That's an insane amount of space, and you can build your own ships. There's you do need to like to read, because nothing is voice acted, unless you listen to me, because I will say all the lines. But yeah, and there's no voice acting, so you have to read it. But I like the sound, I like the background look, I like the gameplay loop. It's not super complicated, but it's still challenging. It is normal mode, by the way. I just got murdered in normal mode. Normal mode is not easy mode. So yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. Also, hey, more loot. Hello. Deliver upon me your loot. I require it for science and better ships. Let's see. Aluminum. Oh, another Etherine. Nice. Titanium a bit. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. And also something I've noticed. If you go to your crew, you get a level up for every time. You get a XP for every planet you send your team to investigate, right? So if you have to send your team, they get 1 XP. And they need to get to the next level. I think you get a level at 5, 10, 25, 50, 80, and 120, I believe. So you have 5 level ups in which you get 6 points to spend. So you cannot level up everything. So I like to go for talking to aliens, so we don't get misunderstandings like in the beginning, where he was trying to compliment the aliens, and he said something akin to, "I'm gonna drop some poo on your head." Yeah, that was definitely very useful. So I upped this skill a bit, so I don't make those kinds of mistakes anymore. I think you can go for this skill over here, which is astroscience. Let's see, likelihood of insights related to planetary astronomical insight doesn't really matter. This one gives you more resource, basically, more chance to get rare resources. You don't need this. It is nice early game, but in late game it's kind of whatever. So I like xenoculture to be able to talk to aliens and understand what they mean. I think of observation to see more. I think I'll do that, and maybe engineering. And the rest I'll mostly skip because you don't really need it. I mean, tactic is nice, because we'll improve your auto targeting to be better, but it's fine already, I think. So yeah. Randomly generated? No, it's not randomly generated. I mean, some encounters you have are randomly placed, but the universe is not randomly generated. So you find the same universe, the same rough map. That's the same. But enemies you face or where a stranded ship is apparently randomly generated. So sometimes you find a abandoned ship somewhere, and it could be in this system or it could be a system over. That could be a bit different. Yeah, I think this game is well worth it. Ooh, even more free loot. Hello, free loot. This is the problem which I have with missiles and also with fighters. They get destroyed before they do the damage, which is a waste of power, I think. Which you cannot do with these lasers. They will just, I mean, its plasma just goes on. I mean, this stuff, you can get this ability as well from these guys. Another hallelujah. I'm happy. I'm lucky with Atheron here, man. Hallelujah. Okay, that's good. That's pretty insane. We got another exclamation mark. What's here again? And then we'll finally go to the portal. I will most likely do it. Oh, also the autopilot is a bit confused when there's a ship nearby you. It doesn't really know where to go. It takes a bit of time. So probably do weird things around this as well. Yeah, that's what I mean. It doesn't really know how to go there with these two in the way. It will just hang a bit and be confused, but it will get there. Without crashing, which is kind of cool. Because crashing makes people angry with you. Surprising, I know. What was this survey again? I forgot. Oh, this is repairing. With a -20, it's a 40% difficulty with 20% engineering skill. I think I will just toss it in, because I don't think we're going to do engineering anytime soon. And I want that XP point. So the mining ship remains, slowly corroding in a miasma of corrosive gas. Come on, good. Oh, hell, look at that. The ship's empty and immaculate. While the most valuable equipment is gone, there's still some salvable titanium. There are also fragments of data in the ship's log. Data. Bipedal artifact between extract layers 4 and 5. Possibly Fallen Empire. Maybe Remnant? Advise. If we report it, that's it for this site. Half the stuff is devoured now. If there's a chance that, missing segment, after the extract is complete. The log contains a partial analysis of the absent artifacts. So there used to be an artifact here. Well, of course, the devout found it and took it away. Okay. The data from this artifact is incomplete, but was apparently part of an automation made of some highly durable metal. Okay. And if you follow the stories, they will all tie together to make a bigger story. So you can always think of, hey, did I hear this somewhere before? Because it does all tie together. That's what I love about the story. You can actually Sherlock Holmes your way through this thing, and it works. Which I'm a big fan of. And now finally, it is portal time. Random portal away. I feel slow, man. I need bigger engines. I do have the titanium now. Let's do a quick save, so don't lose all my titanium and neutronium and all the things we just picked up. Yep. I've died a few times after a few hours of work and was like, yep, lost everything. Dang it. This large artifact is quite advanced, but it is at least within the technological space we can comprehend. Glyphs on the structure's surface translate to Heretic Portal. There's an interface for remote access, but the directions for access seem to be encrypted. That's English. Stochastic analysis suggests a one-time pad encryption. We won't break it without the key, but we have the key. Pincushion detects a sudden increase in energy levels within the structure, along with a shift in the local warp space. Ta-da! Portal! Let's go. I also love that these guys have a different warp than the others have. I'll read it in a sec. Let's just take care of this guy first, because he will spawn enemies. That laser, look at my HP. Yeah, that's why I want a laser. Look at that HP. My heal is active, that's why I live. Lasers are fucking scary. They just wipe your HP within seconds. Luckily I had my heal there. And you do have a few seconds. If your HP goes very low, you have a few seconds where just your crew starts dying fast. I am still hitting it. It's not by a lot, but I'm hitting it. I need a little bit more range on my turrets. Oh, no. No. Too close. Too close. There. I didn't really see where the laser was. Was it this port or this port? Or both? I'm not sure. It'll take a bit of time this way, but I'm gonna wait till this one is recharged before I go too much closer. This seems fine. Never mind, it was not the laser. The laser was there. I found the laser. It's right there. A good thing with those lasers, by the way, is they're very accurate. So you see me here being locked on this point here. If I had an automatic laser, it would actually focus on exactly that point. So you can actually take out specific weapons or parts with a laser. If only I had one. Can I get rid of this rocket launch system? Dang it. No. No. Now he probably has... Okay. Okay, we're not moving. Oh, it did make it disappear. We'll read in a second when we go back to the log. I did elongate how long they will stay on screen, because normally they stay on screen pretty short, and it's hard to read them, and I like to read them. Because they have some good info, usually. Also, it was 60 science, I believe we got for that. Now, once my heat is back, I think I'll rush in and see if we can get that laser done. Because I assume... Actually, assuming it's two of them. One here, one there. Because they're usually symmetrical. And also the fact that my energy is completely gone means we don't have enough energy generation to keep all my guns firing. Okay, we're going in. Hit the core, hit the core, hit the core, hit the core. There we go. Yes, we got it. Whew, platinum and silver for that. I'm gonna save it. Also like that the heal actually sounds like a heartbeat. It's like, yes, heartbeat active. You were about to be destroyed. Yes, we were. Anyway, where are we? Over here. Okay, so we jumped from over there to over here, and we got a wormhole here. So I could actually just do upgrades for my ship here, which I think I will do before I move on and to discover the rest of the system. Another pyramid. Oh, by the way, one of the things I also like a lot, all these pictures are different. They could have taken 15 times the same pyramid. They didn't. Every pyramid is different. Every background is different. And I love also that you start a screen. It has these little lines on it, like it's being scanned and being, you know, takes time for it to load up. You have this little wobbly going over it. I love the effects of the art I used. I think it's really cool looking. Another pyramid rises out of the dry landscape. This one had a silver and platinum inlays decorating its outer surfaces, which have been hurriedly and incompletely stripped away. A door on one side blends in almost invisibly with the surface, or would if it had been left closed. Also silver and platinum. The inside is laid out across several levels, with dormitories, large halls and other rooms of indeterminate purpose. Indeterminate purpose. Some of these words, man. Most furnishings have been removed with a bit more thoroughness than the exterior decor. Computers and equipment have been smashed and blasted with a plasma. According to our tactical engineer, this looks more like a hasty retreat than an attack. They probably destroyed the equipment they couldn't carry to avoid leaving any data behind. Now, we're not focused on observation yet or on engineering, but we have a difficulty. Can I see a calculation there? Difficulty 20 and difficulty 10. But with most chance with this one, with 15% modifier eventually, so we'll go for detection. Oh, just a 91, no problem. The team conducts a methodical search of the pyramid from literal top to bottom. In the lower dormitory levels they find various amounts of silver coinage. Concealed beneath an armory, they find replacement parts for a plasma gun with supply of yttrium, which I both like. And we can still do the other one. The decor on the pyramid's exterior is apparently a kind of antenna designed for receiving long-range transmissions. More research points. But more interestingly, the team finds something that could not be removed. A COM port leading through the pyramid's stone to the outer metal lattice. Engineering, try that. Well, 90. I mean, I'll take 80. After determining that the computer uses xenon crystals to store data, I hate xenon. Xenon is in the lights of cars and they are always way too bright. Those just blind me on the road. Anyways, and St. Lisa uses a laser spectrometer to locate a shard that has been blasted clear of the debris with minimal damage. The audio translates too. The rumors are true. Our last academy has fallen to the devout. There's a danger that they will obtain the portal code from those who remained behind. We must be prepared for evacuation. A local in space is nearby, but they would surely sell us out or turn us into slaves. The Nimian will... So deep in the void we must go, but our time will come again. So apparently they were fleeing, and academies were falling to the devout, so the devout was attacking academies to find the portal code. We know that with portal they mean wormholes. The storage, great man. The core we've read, yeah. Actually, is that our hero? That's a hauler. That's just a hauler. I mean, haulers are good, but I was hoping it was our hero ship. Nothing here. That's for this system. No, never mind. This one is still here. Yeah, we fly these two later. We'll just go for this one, and then we go and upgrade our ship. We got quite an amount of stuff here. Yeah, a lot of research points. I need to get this chest as well. We got stuff, so we need to upgrade our ship because this is ugly. Absolutely ugly. I mean, it functions, kinda. Also have to make a flyby next to the star. Because sometimes you get some free research points by just flying next to the star, because it's for some reason special. Battle stations ready. Nothing here. Okay, so we go back because we have a portal here, so that's easy. Instantly go back here. quick upgrade, and we come back. Yeah, still have to get all the research and all the relics found for lasers themselves. So I'm just gonna focus on my my turrets. I had something in solid guns, but they just... It's very hard with these ships to aim yourself properly, because they just steer so weirdly. So it's really hard to align a shot. Enemies, we got the Alethea. I do like that the Alethea here on this playthrough. Let's go to it. Going to target it, that's fine. Oh, you can't untarget, okay. I'm not really fast, so it'll take a bit of time to get there. But we shall intercept it. There she is. Can't get rid of the targeting, but that's fine. Here, if you look at this ship here, Alethea, let's get in a conversation with them so they still stay there. There we go. It's pretty hard to see, but this is the ship down here. It's a different ship design than what I saw in my other playthrough, which was this ship design, which was my Alethea in that playthrough. So they do also change up what your counterpart ships look like. And I based my other design on this ship. So yeah, I like that they actually have some differences there. And they have something for us. Have you learned anything about who controlled the Empire? Excellent question. The name Empire implies an emperor. But if you look closer at the universal translator's matrices, we can see that the word was chosen to reflect the hegemonic power. If the Empire ever had an emperor, they were never referred to past the mid-period. By the late period, the Empire was controlled through a complex power-sharing contract between several factions, including the legions, academics, and trade guilds, plus an enormous bureaucracy. Okay, so no true emperor. There is no emperor. The emperor is a lie. It's a lie. Wait, if I target this, there we go. Target gone. Yeah. It's also pretty decent design, by the way. Doesn't look good. I do like that these ones actually have a shield there. That triangle thing on the middle there, that is a shield generator, which the ship in the other playthrough doesn't have. So I do like that they actually change those things up with a few different designs. Every different universe is actually a different universe. Okay, we still got the cargo to deal with, so let's deal with that. 2 points. We got a unique biometric encryption protocol. The encryption protocol is unbreakable. Fortunately, the chest was not. Drilling out the lock gave us access to a planetary survey log. They have a beautiful, amazing super lock on a very awful box, and we just break the box. Because, yeah. Often the case with security. The logs show a landing on a particular oceanic planet. I've marked the location on a map. Nice. Research. I can barely do this, but that means we don't have enough space. I think we can't build it anyway. This will give me more slots, 10 extra hacks to build on, which is nice, but we don't have the materials to do so. Anyway, I clicked the wrong button. Panic. Crew quarters will be nice, because that will give us better passive region, but I think we just go into more plasma. We're so close, man. Damage per unit, that's good. We can also do the impulse. Plasma bolt speed. Why not? Or anti-proton chains. More boost to energy production. I like energy production more. Actually, I think I can take both, can't I? I can. I shall then. Good. So now our energy plants will give even more power. That's good. Shipyard. Okay, let's make this a bit better, shall we? Because this is trash. We have propulsion, and now I can actually install a few of these. So there's 4 difference. There we go. We have 1 engine here. Max speed 3.3 AU per second. versus 7.4. That's quite significantly better. Let's get another one and another one. Speed is good. Now we use a lot of titanium, exactly all titanium, so we don't have much left, but we can do this still. Some titanium back. Do I have enough to make this into a second tier turret? No, I don't. I'm lacking titanium. Titanium, yes, I am, because these cost. These ones cost aluminum, where these bigger ones cost titanium. I do wish to change these up, so let's get you away. Make this into a MK1 plasma and another one, and then we install our engine Mark II. Went 1 AU per second, better, much better. Small wings are attached, lateral thrusters, I'll get a few. So we can move properly. Titanium and gold. I mean, 10 titanium, we can't do 2. We only have 16 titanium left. We got armor, aluminum and iridium, and all the same. I'm kind of loath of putting this on yet. I'd love to have a shield in front of my ship to protect the rest behind it, but I don't want things to attach to this, because as you can see here, the heat map, which will take a bit to set up. You see, these are all yellow. I already have actually I already have an exhaust vent. Can I put a deflector here and it will still be yellow, or it will become orange? I mean, that's still yellow. That's good. And that is indeed the right way. I can only place one though, because we're out of iridium, which is pretty hard to get. Iridium is not something we get easily, but at least it protects our ship a little bit. It's still ugly, I know, but it will work. We're a lot faster now. I think it's good. We need more titanium. We're just low on titanium. So, ugly ship continues. Yes. Can I get some stuff from Mr. Milton? No. I'm still studying the codec shape. Commander Yu has now made it one of my secondary duties, which is fun. I'll let you know if it reveals any more secrets. I was hoping he had some more resource from the base. Anything for her? Our planets and stars should be a bit more spread out. Why not? One thing I'm not good at is passing other people's jokes. I'm assuming that was a humorous way of asking about the Briggle Nguyen projection. The holographic interface by which you perceive your ship's space is a projection of Trulian space, which most humans have great difficulty visualizing. The Briggle-Nguyen projection is the most common way of representing space-time curves for navigation. I've heard it's derisively called the Mercator projection of space, which in some ways is accurate. It stores some objects for facilitating navigation. It's inaccurate since the Mercator projection does nothing to temporal vectors. Of course. Admiral Desjardins is famous for saying, "I don't care if the sun looks smaller than the Europa station, as long as my ships don't fly into either." I mean, that's practical. Cornelius informed me about the CIA device. Yeah, that's a device they have to basically destroy a wormhole so no one can follow it. In case of emergency, we can just say, cut off from our universe. I was attached to the team at Groombridge that developed the device, so naturally I'm aware. The prospect of being permanently stranded in this universe is not too distressing for me personally. There's more to learn in a lifetime here than back home. I suspect most of the crew here do not share my indifference, but since I am prohibited from informing them, I cannot conduct a proper survey. Yes, you cannot tell them. But I do have concerns about the plan. Since we don't really understand why this universe remains tethered to our own, I'm less than certain we know how to untether it. That makes sense. And do you have anything? We found a debris filled with containers from our home universe. Any idea why? I'm sure you recall from your promotion brief the CIA device Starcom equipped us with. And we got ads, we're gonna wait. The ads are here. We shall wait for the ads. So no one misses things here. It's important. It's important to me that you don't miss anything. There we go. Also, I need to change this up while we wait. Yeah. Much better. There is no music. Let's add some music, because apparently the game doesn't give us any here. Do we have enough water for more tea? Actually, yes. Do you have more sugar for tea? No. I'm gonna grab some more sugar. One moment. Ooh. And the ads are gone? The ads are gone. Perfect. Perfect timing. Ah. I'm sure you recall from your promotion brief the CIA device Starcom equipped us with to minimize the risk of early detonation. Oh wait, the music. The music! I forgot the music. Oops. To minimize the risk of early detonation, premature detonation, they had to send the raw materials ahead, which contains quite a bit of degraded xenium. We lost 3 cargo ships in the process. Xenium is very highly explosive. We managed to clean up the debris in the system, but some must have gotten caught in our neighbor's orbit. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why you find the debris field. So, shipyard, we've done what we could. We have. Do we have a scanner? Yeah, the scanner is right. No, it's plasma. Did I not install my scanner? I did not. Scanner. Never mind, I have a scanner, apparently, somewhere. Where is... Oh, there's my scanner. There is my scanner. We're good. We're good. We don't need bulkheads right now. I could install a few more. Is this still orange, or it'll become still yellow or orange? It's still yellow. That's more speed. More speed, more good. Actually, I could do this. We still haven't then. And then put another right there. We're gonna be so fast, man. We're gonna be so fast. We're gonna be the speediest. Maximum velocity. Don't mind me while I prepare my tea proper. Tea is important. Hydration is important. Okay. It did become orange when we put those engines there. We might be able to fix that. Let's see. Bulkhead. Give me bulkhead. Put it there. That whole thing goes there. I mean, it is ugly as hell, but we could put it there. I think we'll put it here. So now it has that one extra slot here, that one extra space to lose its heat over. And we do the same thing on the other side. There. So now they're all at nominal levels. Good. Good. We got a bit more firepower. Not a lot, a bit more. We got a lot more speed, so we should be getting there quite easily. And then we go back to what we just discovered and see more secrets of the universe. But yeah, I wait for ads, or pause for ads, so people on Twitch who are not monetized can also just get all the content. They don't lose out on anything, which I think is important. We go to this system then next. And I think it looks slightly better, maybe? Slightly better. A little bit. Hey, Camploy! Hey, dude. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Hey, I've never seen that emote before. That's a new one. How you doing, dude? Happy lunchtime. We have gone through the mysterious wormhole, which ended up putting us over here. And we just found our first enemies with actual long-term lasers, basically, and they're devastating. I don't want them. I need them. They must be mine. Distinctive markings clearly announce this is a large fragment of a devout ship. While it sustained some superficial damage, and some pricks notes it is in surprisingly good shape if it impacted from orbit. I mean, it looks pretty intact from orbital debris. Let's see if we can keep it intact for examination aboard the pincushion, I think. These components may be tricky to analyze. I'm pretty sure there's some Curolite inside if you just want to break it apart. Curolite's nice, but I can get that easily, but a examination might be more interesting. Devout debris. The team carefully loads the bulky object aboard the lander for examination. For some reason we could just put the whole ship aboard our lander and it fits somehow. I guess it must be a device, not the entire ship, but you know. It felt a bit like the entire ship was just put aboard. Apart from being definitely devout, internal examination is disappointingly unfruitful. That's a shame. There's a weird component. Despite the Curolite core, there's no energy outputs. I'll need some time to analyze it. I mean, we might get something later then. So we don't get anything now, but maybe later. I'll take that. I prefer lore over a bit of resource we can get anywhere anyway. There they come in. This planet is roughly on par with where Starcom space was, perhaps a century ago. Judging from the area scans of architecture and environment, the entire planet fell into a deep decay several centuries ago, sort of a modernized Dark Ages. It has since rebounded and is now rapidly industrializing. Normally this sort of world is eager for explanatory exchange, but the team's overtures are rebuffed. Okay. They don't want to talk. Check, that's fine. The planet's development has a direction that points to outside intervention. I wouldn't be surprised if some external power is discouraging its planet from talking to strangers. Like the Devouts, you mean? I assume these Devouts in that corner over there. An elite interceptor. Getting a transmission from off the Devout ships. Didn't see its language. It was an EMP. They fired a reactor. That's great. So that's why we can't fire back, because we don't have power. We're powerless. We're being shot at. We can't shoot back because our power. They just sent a message, and apparently that could cause an EMP. That was great. Get this heal. Give me my power back. There's power. We got power. Oh, we got. Okay, we got. We can use these. We can use these. You've probably reconsidered by now. With lots of ships, things will only get worse for you the longer you avoid paying. I do not pay you. Okay, that's the same as always. If we can get them together, they will fight each other. So if we just get on the other side of the Devout over there, they should be shooting each other soon. Oh, they have shields. Dang it, I want those. Okay, we're just about good. We got energy again. Nice. Now we're here, they should be getting into conflict with each other. But these guys are annoying, these shields are really powerful, and they got lasers. They got lasers, not good. We might have to flee this combat. But that's not what I do usually. A signal bank, nice, that's more research for us. I'm glad I just upgraded my ship. I knew where are some of these... got a laser. I want the other laser as well. This laser. Grab laser. Laser gone. Laser gone. I repeat, laser is gone. Our hull is okay. Ah, shield again. I want that shield technology, man. It's so good if you get it. I don't know why it doesn't move, but now you can't because I got your engines. Is this engine yours? Not anymore. It's mine. Titanium and aluminum. Let's have a look down. Who's winning? I mean, I want all the loot. I'm not just greedy. I'm very greedy. I want all the loot. So he's already burning. He's being attacked from the side by the little ones. He did destroy the little one. Oh, he's taking my loot. He's trying to take my loot. We got some data banks. I'll take those. HP is good. We do have the heal ready. I want to see if we can get the one or two of his guns. Okay, his guns are taken out. Can I take his engine? I'm afraid it's gonna hurt. I mean, let's take this guy out first. He's alone. And tiny. The one shooting at me. I mean, they're helping out. Don't really aim for them, but once they're close, good. And this guy seems to be pretty damaged. Let's see if we can get that last cannon out. Actually, just the core. I'm afraid of the one on the south who could just start shooting us. But I think it's targeted someone else. There we go. That's one. So kind of close to the sun. Lots of aluminum, titanium. This side seems to be his weak side. He already lost a turret there. I mean, he lost a turret on the other side as well, so... Also, he just hang out in the sun, that guy. I'm not sure NPCs care about the sun. Because this guy just hang out in there and is apparently fine with it. Get that cannon. Think we got the cannon. I mean, if you just hang there, I'm just gonna shoot your cockpit, dude. Goodbye, cockpit. Destroying the cockpit or the bridge means instant win. Yeah, you got one cannon. Never mind, you got two. Never mind, I'm done. Missing. Oh, dang it. Too greedy. Too greedy. But we can do this. I have faith. Dang it, we're over here. Dang it. We did get our upgrades. We did get our upgrades at least. So we have to go all the way back now. Damn it. Damn it, I didn't save. Save often. Save often. We're so close, man. And I was only slightly greedy. Only slightly greedy. That was a lot of loot we lost there. As soon as I get my shields up in front of me, that will be so much better. You can have a whole deflector shield in front of you, which helps out a ton if you go nose in. Captain Greed! Yeah, that's me. That's me. You've heard of me before, I hear. Yes. Captain Greed. At your service. I need all the loot. Extermination. Sorry, investigation. Yes. Good. And then we do that. Yes. Okay. We save it here. Pin cushion. Save. Resume. Good. We're good again. I think it's about where we're a little bit further in, but... So these are the normal enemies, the devout, and these are then probably the brigadiers. And if they allow me, I'll just do this. Team return to ship. We got the reset points back. Okay. We are not... I can't save it. Refuse to pay. So they're gonna turn off my... my power. Yes, the EMP. We did get a stun though, before the AP was down, so that's good. Hot swap the reactor cores. We got more enemies over here as well. There's a lot of them here. Okay, we barely have energy. Therefore we're also very slow, even with all my 10 million engines. I could heal up. I'm just gonna wait for a bit. Because these guys won't one-shot me. These guys, good. Ah. Energy comes back. Energy comes back. There we go. I need to install more energy, by the way. I need to install more power. Now, the Devout don't take materials. These guys do. So I have to make sure these guys die first. Because they will steal my stuff. Another chest. Nice. Oh, that's good. I couldn't let him turn around me. I also like that when your HP is too low, you actually lose your senses and stuff. There's only one Bombardier, but I'll take it. Okay, we're gonna save it here. I like to live with all my loot. A long and happy life with my loot. So, yeah, we got a plasma rifle, a handheld weapon. Fires an explosive burst of volatile plasma, very similar to the Bombardier's large cannons. Ah. This small weapon gives me a sense of how they've modified the fixed guns to fire the volatile plasma. If we can find the pressurizer, I think we'd be able to research the firearms. If we can get those enormous cannons... Maybe. Devout Void Databank. They've been curtailing their search for a dead star due to attacks from Void Stalkers. Ah, I've encountered those before. Those are stealth ships. Yeah, stealth is the thing. Suggest recover from the Bombardier debris. And that's the same as the last chance is basically a location. Same lock design, same solution. Destroy the box. Kill the box. And again a survey log. I've marked the coordinates on the map. Good. Get some Bombardier loot. Very nice. Time to survey some more. I've re-examined the device that poisoned our reactor. It's a Kirillite version of an EMP that temporarily prevents antimatter from forming. The signal we received from them triggered it. So we got a device that poisoned us, so they do tend to send things over to destroy us, which is a smart move. I mean, we pick up all the loot in the world because greed. It is a tactic I'm not... sorry, a tactic I'm very susceptible to. Because, loot. I want all the loot. I do love how this one looks. Deploy the team. High top a volcanic peak, then silver deposits lie a few hundred meters below the surface. There's no doubt the team will be able to access some, although how much of the deepest veins they can reach depends on skillful reading of the lander's seismograph. We have a 5% modifier, which is not a lot. But that's not bad. And some bricks skillfully directs the lander's drill width to the various deposits, scarcely missing any. Nice. I'll take some silver. And I'll take that one. Also, how much do we need still for my crew? We need a lot. We need 11. 11 more planets, please. Like this one. It's another abandoned miner setting in a swamp of corrosive gas. Minus 20. I'm not gonna put anything in engineering, so... maybe? Seems okay. When whoever was here left, they took most of the valuable components. They did leave some sensitive monitoring equipment behind. It ran out of power long ago, but the platinum catalysts are intact. Platinum. Yes, please. Come to the next star. I really thought those level 2 engine would make us a lot faster, but it doesn't feel too... I mean... yeah, it doesn't feel too much faster than it used to be. Maybe because we are carrying so many guns. We are heavy. Although we do 200 in void space, so that's good. My biggest ship got to 300 void space. The stress beacon. Are they still there? A CXTA tanker. This is CXTA 3363. Our reactor has experienced an inversion chain cascade. Batteries are sufficient only for life support. Can you assist? What do you need? Our engineer had to be quarantined at our last port of call with septuple conjunctivitis. We lack the technical expertise to make repairs. We can make repairs with 1 kerolite, or attempt to make repairs with 10 copper. I'm going to give them the kerolite. I want to make sure that it succeeds, because I want these guys to like me. The kerolite core is intact, but unstable. I could replace the kerolite, or try an alternative coil configuration with some of our copper. The first easier and safer. Let's do the easy one. I mean, roll low. That's not good enough. Ensign Glees, sorry that configuration burnt out. I could try another with more resources. Damn it. We rolled low. Are we gonna risk it? We have copper. We don't have more kerolite, so I can't do that. So, pray and hope we roll better than 25. We didn't. That seemed to work. Readings are a bit spiky, but I'm sure it will be fine. Thank you for your assistance. Kerolite score is intact. That's already what he said, yeah. Apparently good enough. I hope they don't explode. That happened. Shit. They exploded. Oh no. Oh no. I feel pretty awful about that. Yeah, you should. Dude. I mean, it was a fail. They thought it worked. It didn't work. Yeah. I must have made some assumptions about their power configurations that didn't hold up. No shit. No shit. I should have picked up another kerolite. That's unfortunate. That could have... I think that would lead into another mission, which we now will miss. God damn it. I tried to be safe too the first time. Not the second time, then I was lazy. I could have just gone back and bought another one. Well, shit happens. There's no such thing as a perfect playthrough. I mean, with extreme, what do you call it? Safe scumming, which I prefer not to do. If I die, I respawn, but beyond that, it's kind of like no. This planet was devastated by war in the past few hundred years. Judging from the ages of ruins, it was not a single cataclysmic attack, but a long series that spanned over decades, and gradually eroded civilization's ability to recover. It looks like the ruins have been thoroughly picked over by scavengers, but there may still be something worthwhile. I mean, we have a 0 modifier, so... 91. In an archival building, the team finds a large trove of census documents. They show the planet was predominantly inhabited by a 3-eyed humanoid species, but also was home to other alien races. We know this 3-eyed humanoid species. We know these. These are the Devout. My discovery, demographic documents. These records show this planet had several different species living on it, with different habitat modifications by dwelling. Okay. More dwellings. We got an enforcer here, whatever that is. And we got our friend, the combat ship thing. This guy. Hello, guy. Are you gonna make it on a portal for me? Follow him. I will follow you. I want to see where he goes. He disappeared. He does. I didn't know they had more. Yes. Follow. Hidden. Where are we? Different place. Okay. Got a red guard scout. Okay, that means that they're bots. That's fine. I didn't know there were more portals. I know there was the one. The ring planets. Didn't know there were more. Send to the team. This antiquated frigate used fission impulse thrust to propel itself through space. Fortunately, whatever caused its crew to abandon ship wasn't the lack of fuel, to which the team helps themselves. Uranium. Not Eureka, but simply uranium. This is... Oh, Wiskamook. Wiskamook. Here comes the Wiskamook. The legendary hero, Wiskamook. Excellent to see you again, friend of Wiskamook. Yes, friend. He's a pretty good... Oh, we want this. I believe this is my plasma thing I need, but it's a pretty expensive one. Now, what does he buy? Well, he buys aluminum for good price. And that's basically it. I mean, then aluminum is, right? I mean, it's not very good because aluminum is awful for selling, but... That's 27. We need, another 70? Have some copper, maybe. It's not the most awful price in the world. Still awful, but not the most awful. He does like to sell neutronium. That's pretty good for us. I don't want to sell any of these materials if I can avoid it. Iridium we need. Platinum. That is close. We're one away. Yeah. No, actually we're 11 away. Never mind, 11 away. Let's sell some gold as well. So that's, let's see. 51. That's fine. Let's do that, so I get the plasma cohesion adapter. That was expensive, mate. That was expensive. But I think it's worth it. Also, let's not collide with him. Wiskamook the hero. Let me scan that, please. Plasma cohesion adapter. Use a supercooled condensate to maximize cohesion of plasma projectiles. We can now research technology extending our plasma weapons maximum range. I was expecting that to be laser. But I'll take plasma. That's good. I'll take plasma. That's our main weapons right now. I was hoping that would be laser. Oh well. Another station over there. I mean, it was expensive, but I still think it's good to get this kind of stuff. Though I would have preferred to get a laser. Advanced relay? This fabricated component has some common features with the Red Raiders we've encountered before. No shit. But incorporates design improvements, just research points, that's fine. We just shot it off a Red Raider, so yeah, duh. Wiskamook's gonna murder that little station over there. Which is fine, but he'll also take the resources, that is less fine. That's also a puny station, so... Puny. Minuscule. Tiny. Titanium and aluminum. A ship's lifeboat lies partially crushed in the sand. Its escape hatch was opened. Oh, we got ads. We got the ads. We're gonna wait. The ads are here. Yes, the ads are here. Activate music. And this time, properly. Give me a sec. And we have returned. And Kemploy, you're going. Kemploy, thank you very much for joining, mate. Hope you have a nice rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed your lunch. And hopefully see you tomorrow, man. And thank you for the kind words. We got this. We got this. Music. Disabled. That thing. Be gone. Yes. Anyways. Our ship's lifeboat lies partially crushed in the sand. Its escape hatch was opened from the inside, although it's unlikely that the survivor could have lasted long in this environment without aid. The pod's logs is intact. My dung on unintelligible for this job. The star's radiation fried the armor, and unintelligible a hole in a hull. Made it to the field generator, but acceleration stress caused the starboard engine to detonate, throwing us out of the field. Unintelligible still in the hold. The engineer. Sounds like a ship was ejected from one of those flinger accelerators on the way back to the sector. Could still be nearby. Must be within 25 AU of here, or the pod wouldn't make it. So the ship must be near that flinger then. Okay. To find a flinger. This is the flinger, obviously. So there should be a ship in space somewhere here. Nothing here. So let's go over here then. Let's see if we randomly find the ship, fly around a bit. Flotsam spotted. Let's slow down this. Jetsam. Flotsam usually shows sign of fragment damage from hull collapse. It's max healed. We have to blast open to see what's inside. Shoot it. Shoot her. Devout Jetsam Flotsam 9778. An artifact. Hundreds of glass petri dishes like containers, all filled with gallium arsenide, a substrate. There definitely are fewer than 9,000 of them, so the number may be designated for batch or experiment number. Ah. Yes. Let's do a quick... I wish you could make a list of a few things to fly through. See if we get a quick detection of something. If not, we'll... there it is. There's a ship. The flinger victim, we found it. So this is where the pilot came from. This vessel has been put through the ringer. Its hull shows both heavy thermal radiation damage and kinetic damage from nearby explosions. One life pod appears to have been ejected, which we found. The cargo has been ruptured, but some quite valuable content remain. Iridium, diberyllium, ethylene, another ethylene, dang it, and neutronium, yes, please. Well, since no one is going to use this ship anyway, I want the rest of your bits as well. And 2 neutronium, holy hell. That's a lot of neutronium. We can use the flinger here. There is a teleportation station here. I do want to have a look near where we had our station over here, or invisible scanner thing. Also, I want to go back to just do a bit of research, so let's do that. I mean, we have a teleporter right there, so why not use it, right? But I want to see what that neutrino transmitter thing does. Scanning for invisible ships and stuff. If you can get a better scanner to scan for invisible ships, that would be kind of awesome. Let's see, we only got the ALMIGTHY here. Yep. Let's see, we don't have a lot of aluminum, basically nothing, or titanium, so not much to build. Lateral thrust, small wings, nothing really to build here, fine. Operations, Mr. Milton. Silver, titanium and platinum, yes, thank you. We've encountered ships that seem like improved Red Raiders. So it seems. I examined the analysis on the components you recovered. It's the same but different. It looks like it was manufactured in a similar facility as the factory you discovered, but with a more advanced design. Possibly who or whatever is responsible for these drones is learning how to improve them. This is speculation, but the factory you found is certainly capable of making much more advanced ships. Unless the drone maker has some reason for deliberately making suboptimal drones, the factory was not their own. Or rather, factories, plural, since the factory you shot down was still making the alpha version. We got a good amount of research here. Increase the fire rate of our plasma turrets by another 10%. Or max range is the thing we just unlocked. I'll go for fire rate up, yeah. Just more DPS is good. Now, I have not really used them many times. Let's see, where are they? The solid state guns, the fixed guns, there we go. We need to get fixed guns too. This one, the damage per unit of our fixed guns. Better aiming. Go through mods. So let's go for damage up. But at some point I want to be able to use these and see if I can make those same cannons as the Bogatyr use, which are kind of devastating, which is why I like it. Devastation, good. As long as I point at my enemies. Okay, I think we're good. So, let's see. I believe it was here. I'm pretty sure it was here. Could be wrong, of course. Missions. Bogatyr. Smuggler. Derelict monitoring station is the one I want to go for. Searching logs for Tau neutrino to identify the derelict's last known location. Tau neutrino in the logs. Okay, oh wait, it's not there. Oh, we have a lot of logs. It was quite early on, I think. Starcom beacon. The outposts. The ship. I don't think it's going to be Dr. Rama. It's going to be Lieutenant Avery, I believe, right? Nope. Oh wait, we can just search. Ah, there we go. Tau neutrinos, you can mark it. The concealed sensors are monitoring tau neutrino emissions in the overall background radiation using a method more sophisticated than our own detectors. Unclear why someone would go through such to hide such a thing. That's here. Now, can I mark that? Last refit, no. So this one at 10.71 times 2.97 unknown space. You can mark it on the map. You want Ensign Glee's report on the vessel with concealed sensors, which is you. How do we mark this on the map? Anyway, 10.71 times 2.97. Uh, 11. .71, 2.97, right? So we're 10.7 here. That's too low. There. Need to go exactly there. 10.7 times 2.8. If I'm not completely mistaken. I mean, I'm a bit off, but not perfectly off. Let's see, 10.71, 2.97. Sounds correct. I don't want to change our auto. I mean, we could change it now. We now know where to find it and how to find it. Also, the autopilot has a bit of problem with our turning radius. As you can see, I think it's kind of circly. Well, I will loot first, I guess. Titanium, copper, or titanium? I mean, I like titanium, that's always useful, and aluminum also. But mostly we're low on titanium most of the time. .71297. There. I wish I could properly mark it, but that's where we need to be. Actually... there. That'll help. If we have another fight, then we can just focus on that thing. Invisible ships ahoy! I mean, it does help. It's actually helping. Approaching the location. Autopilot disengaged, so where are we here exactly? We need 2.9. Seven point one, 2.97. So vertically we're good. So we need to be here. I wish you could see the coordinates here, but I can't. Let's see, am I correct here? I need to print screen this, it's just there, so I can see it all the time. $10.71. 10.7, we're on 10.7 and 2.97. Yeah, we just need that 1 millimeter. That's all we needed. This is the approximate location that we investigated, the neutrino monitoring station. We're calibrating our sensors to determine the transit path. Mark the location on the map. So this one can go. So let's see. Which one is it? Cephalofoid. This one we need to do for the scientist. The monitoring location was transmitting to. Yeah, so this is where we need to go for that. So I want to go to all of these places actually. I think we go for the variable first. Then we go down that way and get all three of them. I do like what we found. We had to be really exact to get there. Which is good. I'm gonna use this one, okay. I see no enemies. No enemies near. With free loot, which we're too fast to collect. No, what else? Yeah, we'll fly from here. Yeah. Going too fast now because we're going to go into the void effect. Although this one will keep. Keep. Yeah, this sometimes happens in the game, I've noticed. Sometimes the tractor beam becomes enormous, which is not actually something in the game as far as I understand. I think it's just actually a bug. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. Go with 226 speed, which is pretty good. Pretty good all considered, seeing that I'm just got my tier 2 engines here. Not bad at all. Wow, space is big. No shit. No shit. And now with the fog of war, we see where we've been. So we more accurately see where we go. There's another star. I'm gonna see that star first because it's on the way. No reason to skip it. It might actually have a portal to it, or there might be a portal here. Which will make work a lot easier. My great aunt to the 7th was Henrietta Swan-Leavitt. She figured out how to use cephalid-fit variables to measure galactic scale. I've been waiting to bring it up. It's in the family. Oh, actually, that's the crew. Gary, I misnamed him. Of course, he is. Gerrit, yes. And we have heard a lot from our tactical officer. You there? You think you're so important? Good. Cygnus Lee. Let's make that into... What's a good name? Devout cultist. Yes. The devout cultist. Yes. Definitely. Infiltrated by the enemy. I think it's great we're investigating one of these stars, despite how ungrateful Dr. Rama... Oh. Cutlass Calabat, just a reminder to everyone, everything on this channel goes into the ship's logs, which any command officer can review. Yes, like me. What did you exactly say there? I am curious. Log? I think it's great we're investigating one of these tasks, despite how ungrateful Dr. Ram has been to Commander Asmo. I heard from one of her lab assistants that she... Oh, rumors. Yeah, don't do rumors, because she can review that. Indeed, indeed, yes. I heard from one of her lab assistants that she's really warm and friendly and great. And some perks out. Just in time. I mean, yeah, the professor or... Is she a professor? I'm not sure. The scientist, yes. Also got this interesting ship here. But a shield. I want a shield. Survey team. Surveying the area. A network of 1200-meter structures punctuate the surface of this planet. Ensign Glees believes that they may be transferring energy by warp induction to the station we observe above this planet. It might be possible to trick one of the towers to tell all of them to shut down, but they may have countermeasures. Let's go back for a sec. This primitive space station is protected by a remarkably advanced energy shield. Can I scan it? With the station's shields up, the survey team is only able to investigate it from afar. It's significantly less technologically advanced than most other space vessels we've seen. Why the shield then? Let's see if we can get rid of that shield. The network structures are still beaming the energy into space. We have a minus 20. Hope and pray. No. Ensign Glees spends close to an hour at the ground connection of one of the towers. Suddenly there is an audible crackle and the tower lights up in electric sparks. Injured in body and pride, the reporter tower has activated its own defense. Ensign Glees is now injured. Injured. Yeah, we need to make him a bit better at what he does before we can bring him back. Not good. He failed. Let's get his wormhole opened. Let's investigate this later. We get a bit more engineering skill. But at least with this one we get a few attempts. Not infinite, just a few. This gas giant has an unusual pressure transition where it rises then falls before rising again at lower depths. This transition is inconsistent with the temperature gradient and I don't have a good explanation. Science magic. Yes. I vote for science magic. It's clear even from this distance that this is no Cephid. There's some kind of megastructure occluding the star's output. A megastructure, you say? First survey team though. We'd like to know more. Hundreds or perhaps even thousands of years ago, this planet was host to a thriving civilization. Perhaps not too much behind our own technology. A sudden change in climate brought that to an end. Much of the civilization is now buried under kilometers of glaciers, but a few elevated settlements offer resources they no longer have a need for. Lieutenant Gerrit, I found a few texts in the ruins that indicate this cataclysm didn't take them by surprise. They have forewarned that the sun would darken. It's unclear if they couldn't prepare to do so. The sound of the wind. I love these little things, man. They just the whole atmosphere changes because of these. Titanium and platinum, we'll take it. We should be getting close to level up, I think. Nothing here. The star's interesting. I can see that. Holy hell, okay, yes. This plant mantle has a very low viscosity as upper layers. As a result, the surface is highly unstable. Okay. Solar megastructure. This massive structure has the design characteristics of other remnant artifacts. Besides occluding the star's light, it appears to be influencing the star's fusion somehow. Fusion? Maybe I'm seeing what I see what I want to see, but the main projection of the structure appears to share some design attributes with the stabilizers Starcom used to hold the wormhole open. Okay. I can't recall what they look like though. I can't recall. This gargantuan megastructure envelops a dwarf star with a mass slightly higher than Jupiter's. There are no visible access points. Leave the artifact alone for now. The star lands. We found the lands. We read something about the lance and piercing the jewel. We know that the jewel is the octahedron, which is... where is that? I think it's here somewhere. It is where the octahedron is. Let's give the marker. That's what the octahedron is. So that seems like it's aimed at it. Also, we discovered another gas giant, because why not? Because why not? Oh, ads are about to start. Well, we'll travel... Yeah, we'll travel to the next star. It will just take a bit of time. That's fine. We simply will travel. The ads are in progress. We shall await most of it. I'll give you some music. And we will just be traveling to for the yellow star here. Lots of things near the star. Including an enemy base ship. Okay. Oh, we might be getting an attack here. Have to go into emergency pause mode. We got some aluminum back, that's good. We got a decent amount of titanium as well, that's good. I need the yttrium. I mean, ethylene is really good. We needed 27 ethylene, and we got 8. I mean, that's a start. Adamantine we still have nothing of. Neutronium we need 19, we got 8. I mean, it's okay. Getting there slowly. And the ads are gone. Welcome back, guys. We traveled a bit further. But unfortunately, the enemy had other plans, so we had to actually emergency pause with our menu. So you don't miss anything. We're going to be under attack soon. As you will see a bit here. Because this just showed up. We shall encounter violence. When we got the big ones, those are nasty. Those are definitely nasty. They will become even nastier, but... Got rid of one of his lasers. Can I get the other one? Would I? I need to kill this this engine pulse here, this laser. There we go, that was the laser. And he's gone. Yttrium, titanium, all good stuff. Ah, there they are. Get the laser pop. Oh, it turned away. I need to turn away myself. I did get his engine at least, so that's good. Now we need to wait till we can heal again. Because those lasers will murder my face. 42%. Our heal rate is determined by our support crew that are still living, so the more we have the better. And with this little hole we get a lot of healing. I'd love to get my actual heal up as well. Oh, that shield. Wait for the shield to pop out. One laser. Okay. There. I think we got that laser still active. Hit it quickly before it fires again. We got it. We got it. Beam reflector. Oh yes. Close towards the beam power. We got a lot actually. A shield matrix. Oh yes. The core of a shield generator module. This device creates a field maximizing the entropy of energy, essentially dissipating it. We can find additional components from shield generators. I think we'll be able to research building our own. I want shields, man. They're so good. Also beams. Great. When the current passes through the mirror, reaches a near-perfect reflectivity, critical for a beam targeting system. Component of a laser weapon system. Yes, we want these. Report regarding the detection of unidentified warp signals by Redacted, originating near the tip of the Talonian Spear. Okay, Talonian Spears, eh? We know about the lance, now we have a spear. Wait, ooh, station. Bird of prey. They're nice and squishy though. They hit hard, but yeah. Then they also explode very fast. All titanium. Titanium. This pyramid has a wide open entrance that leads to a small complex of chambers. The team conducts an exhaustive search but comes up empty-handed. General tidiness suggests it was left in an ordinary manner, unlike some previously visited pyramids. Just after the lander lifts off, Ensign Kepler spots something that didn't register with the anomaly scan. Ensign Briggs pilots the lander to a small protonary a few kilometers away from the pyramid, where the team finds a small encampment. It has until recently been well concealed, but erosion has caused its camouflage barrier to collapse. In the camp is a bipedal skeleton in an environment suit, a compact transmitter and a small collection of shorthand notes. And Ria. The skull has 3 ocular openings in similar configuration to the Devout. Could be same species or close relative. The notes translate as Rotation 9. With report. Evacuation is complete. I've settled into my observation routine. Nothing eventful. Rotation 17. No report. Perhaps we were wrong? I must not get my hopes up. Rotation 37. The fanatics arrived. Rotation 23. The search of the Academy took 1.6 rotations. Needed search out 2 radius. Fly over to 5. More organized than I had expected. Do not confuse fanaticism for madness. They passed nearby, but my cover is excellent. I waited 13 rotations to transmit, even though I know they will not be able to find you. Rotation 73. Water ran out 3 rotations ago. This will be my last transmission. I hope my meager observations provide you some useful intelligence. Transmitter is an unusual design, powered by an external source which still contains some Kirillite, which we shall take, and a burst transmitter. So apparently those pyramids all, I assume, had hiding spots near them, where people would try to hide from whatever it is. Wait, did I just discover we can actually go side to side? We can! Ooh, that's great. Didn't know we could. That's gonna be useful. Makes aiming a lot better. No, it's another one. It was hidden from sight. Not longer. No anomalies. Let's activate the portal there, because I saw it. It's a brown one, so it's a random one, I think. Yep. This portal has an encrypted lock, but the key we discovered from the kaleidoscope allows access. It's a deep thrum in the energy readings as the artifact comes to life. Space topology readings show a wormhole starting to form. No, not in there. Not yet. No, dang it. I still want to find things out where I was. I couldn't. Now we're in combat. Kill that station quickly. We got HP. Ship destroyed. We got some allies. CXTA hauler. And whatever these are. More haulers? More haulers? Is this somewhere we were? Oh, okay, it brings us back here. Which is unfortunate because I don't want to be here. Okay. We want to go back there, right? Because we want to explore those two. I mean, do we have a lot of resources? Not really. I mean, we have some, but not enough. Burst transmitter, let's check it. This device is capable of transmitting short, highly targeted burst transmissions across great distances. Sounds useful. Sounds useful. So, I'd say we need to get a bit more materials. And I want to explore this thing further. So, let's go back there. Because I want to go to the smuggler and then the derelict monitor. Because I want to see what the what the station was monitoring. So to travel quite a bit for this. Whiskamoog, yes. I think we should do this. Where is... Let's see, make it you. Whiskamoog's biggest fan. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we're close. Past the lands. One of the uglier ships I've ever made. Yep. Definitely one of the uglier ones. I mean, it functions, but our energy is kind of low because we can't fire all the guns continuously, so I need to get more energy. Means we need gold and titanium. Titanium we are... I mean, gold we're probably decent on, I assume. We did sell a few last time. We have some. Actually, titanium is fine. We should be able to get some... actually, no, gold is for propulsion. I forgot it was for power then. So went to that thing. Let's go there. Oh, seen a star. Not remarkable. team lands in a small clearing on the edge of a vast forest that spans much of the planet's temperate region. Biosignatures are so strong and diverse it's not immediately clear what tripped the anomaly detection. But the signal was quite strong. Ensign Rhea, -10. Ooh. No. Eventually Ensign Rhea identifies that the signal is overheaded, somewhere high up in the canopy. Using a ballistic belay, Rhea ascends to almost 80 meters to where they report a spectacular view and a clutch of some very interesting brightly colored eggs. Suddenly the silence is interrupted by a minute of loud commotion, followed by the whiz of a barely controlled descent. A large predatory avian creature with enormous talons had surprised them during analysis of the curious eggs. Fortunately, Ensign Rhea's envirosuit was able to protect her vital organs. They probably could have avoided injury entirely if they had descended immediately rather than wait for the egg scan to complete. Yeah. Eggs are not eggs at all, but empty shells. It's likely that they're laid as a decoy for the real nest, probably even used as bait for egg-stealing scavengers. Well, that must have been painful. Another star discovered. Good. Nothing here. And nothing here. Then next star, I guess. And so we explore until we find things. I'm very pleased with the amount of ethylene found. Oh, irregular signal nearby. Hard to pinpoint it. Irregular signal. Hello? A burst relay. We just discovered one of those. This autonomous relay station is sending out periodic tight beam radio bursts. It is targeting a large number of directions, making it impossible to conclude where the true recipient lies. The tight beam allows it much longer range than wide broadcasts. The recoverable fragments of the message translate as: triggered automatic defenses near the excavation. Identifier 228. Investigate and observe. The relay is powered by a small amount of Curolite embedded in its core. You have to break it up to access. The message is encrypted, but the original signal contains part of a semantic matrix. This allows for partial decipherment. Okay. I could break it up. I'm gonna leave it here. I'll bet this relay is how the pyramid observers delivered their messages to the evacuation group without revealing anything about the destination. Yeah, sounds good. So, hear the sound. It only sounds when it actually is pointing at me. Oh, never mind. It doesn't. Never mind. Never mind. I thought it was only pointing at me, but no, it's not. Still, I think it's pretty cool. And that will just hang there. But there is a marker there, but I don't see it. I mean... burst transmitter. Burst transmitter 1. And there are some enemies here. It's a station, but it will probably spawn enemies as soon as we get close to it. And the normal portal, nice. No enemies? Huh, okay. Oh. Enemies behind us. Oh, we got more brigadiers. Brigadiers. That means safe. Just in case. And deploy the team. Despite the unfriendly welcome above the planet, the survey team is permitted to land without incident atop a peripheral government building. Lieutenant Garrett arranges a direct link between Pincushion and the local minister, who explains the situation. His plan survived the collapse of the fallen empire with minimal economic damage. In proximity to a devout stronghold discovers other factions from trying to seize the world. But the devout have exerted their influence and economic power on the planet's populace to encourage a conversion. Already a local mission of the devout has won several prominent political positions. The future was already played out on other nearby worlds. Within a few years, the devout will have complete control, and previously tolerated beliefs will be deemed heretical. Even speaking with a team is a significant risk. So why not land then? The minister pauses for an uncomfortably long time, before glancing downwards and announcing that diplomatic protocol requires presenting a gift to the new aliens' first contact. Now Pincushion must depart from orbit immediately. Lieutenant Garrett. The minister's tone changes at a certain point when her universal translator displays a new signal. I think someone else started listening in. Ah, that's nasty. Please, let's activate this. We will refuse to pay. We will not pay you. We will conquer you. Can I get a turret? Go on, give me your turret. I want your turret. Fine, let's get one. He hasn't yet cannon paid? I don't know why this one is not firing upon me, but we'll take it. I mean, it is firing upon me with the cannons, which is weird. Okay, that is a lot of pain. Repeat, that's a lot of pain. No. Look at the range of those things. Ooh, I want those. He still has at least one cannon, at the very least, I think more. Lost the shots. Can I get his turret? Can I get his engines? I think we got his engines. Now let's watch out for that. Watch it. And got him. Aluminum and gold. Stay like a gold. 71% HP. We're good still. We got us a big engine. Big engine confirmed. I think we need to do that whole side of the ship. I mean, the entire ship. A good amount of stuff. 7 aluminum, 3 gold, 4 gold, titanium, 6. Not bad at all. I do put a saver because they are, yeah, still a trick. Still a tricky opponent. Not normally. So we got this entire system. It seems like yes. We got a flinger nearby. Fling me, almighty flinger. Across the universe. Where are we going? That's quite a far flinger. Hallelujah. There normally turns out to be some unusually high bauxite deposits embedded in an exposed cliff face. The land's refiner is able to extract a modest amount of aluminum. I mean, 62 will take. Nice. How close are we with the level up? Also, we got another chest. Similar to the chest, we got some more sources. So pew-pewing? About to get off work, adventure out myself. Ah, good, mate. Good. Go forth and explore the stars. I hope you find some cool things, mate. This object has no resource or scientific value. It was fabricated recently from a low-quality plastic. Ah. Okay, we found a plastic skull. Yay. The skull has a code concealed in its mottled markings, designed to be hard to see with tropic vision. It has coordinates on the surface of near planet. Hard to see with tropic vision. I assume that means hard to see for the devout. So it's a secret message to for people who are not devout, I guess. That is kind of interesting. That's kind of cool. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, mate, and hope you enjoyed it, Bryn. Hope you enjoyed it, and well, enjoy the game, of course. No anomalies. I do need to check the star as well. I'd like to see more. Deploy the team. Boink. It's another planet that's rapidly recovering from the Empire's collapse. In this case, the outside power is obviously the devout. When the team hails the landing authority, they're greeted by a potentate accompanied by a distinctively marked advisor. Yeah. The devout already took these guys over. But this is devout space as far as I understand, so yeah, they already conquered all this stuff. I did forget to look at my crew. We need one more. One more for level up. We will find the one planet. Let's go to the star first. I keep doing escape there. I shouldn't do that. Use and press M. Sometimes you're so habitual just pressing escape for things and then it doesn't always work. And then you're like, dang it. I missed it. Little sunburn. Never hurt anyone. Check. Don't want this one. There's a planet here. No, that's... never mind. That's 5,000 away. Actually, is that flingable? No, that's not flingable. I think. We'll see. We'll see what it is. Let's go. It might be the bucket here, though. Rocky R1 unscanned. Yeah, right system. No flinger on this side. That's odd. Lap it up. The debris from a flinger gateway. Embedded in the desert dust. It's been stripped of technical components, but it was a rush job and some resources were missed. Ensign Whiskamook's bigoted fan. Yes, I mistyped it. There are marks on the structure from mounted thrusters. Someone forced this thing to crash on this planet, possibly to break it up or for scavenging? To make sure people can't travel in the other direction? Also, let's fix that. Where are you? There. Rename. My keyboard, WASD and stuff is all worn out, so I can't even see them. So I do oftentimes mistype S for D and D for S. Anyway, we have level up. I think I want to go for observation here. Because it seems, I think we find the most interesting things with observation. I do want to make sure she also has all the ones here for other skills. 1, 1, 1, and 1. And the rest is observation. Confirm. Yes. Good. Good. So observation is now at least better. And I think we also want to go for, for engineering. I think the rest I'll just let as is. But engineering is something I think is important eventually. Good. Devout expansion. We've been surreptitiously given an amber skull with coordinates. So this is hidden in the marker. Devout expansion. And the marker was also see all these resources here. Probably asteroids, I guess. Could be something else, but so this is important for the devout. Devout expansion. Let's see. Single stone structure with no energy emission barely registers on a scanner, even with the known coordinates. Within the dwelling, the team finds a lone hermit. His face tattooed and scarred, with icons of devout iconography. I'm Nil of Amon. Why do you disturb my meditation? Show him the amber skull. Nil examines the skull intently for several minutes, then studies the theme. A trusted friend was instructed to find a ship that could deliver me to devout space. The markings on the skull tell me that she did not know you, but believe you to share our enmity of the devout. If you can deliver me deep within that territory, I can offer you valuable technical data on their weapons. Ooh. Have the team ask why Nil he has the devout markings on his face? I loathe what the devout have done to those I love. I prepare to make great sacrifice to extract revenge. The scar on my visage does not even merit mention. There are others who have sacrificed much more for a chance to betray the devout. Or devout cultist answers. Nil must be part of a larger resistance group that have either informed within or infiltrated the devout. What kind of data will he provide then? I confess I do not have any technical data yet, but I have been given high-level access code for the defense systems on the planet where their research facilities are located. Besides allowing us to land, I will be able to transfer whatever is in their systems. We're gonna help them. The devout are evil, and we should stop them. Yes. But first, I think we have ads going on, don't we? It looks like we do. So we're gonna wait for the ads to pass, and then we'll I do want to see what kind of asteroids are here, if there are asteroids at all. Because that would be good. That could be another one we can actually harvest, connected with our normal harvesting system. I'm curious if it drops the same items though. If it's aluminum, mostly. Aluminum is mostly here. A little titanium. Maybe this is more titanium? I assume it's meant to be later games, so, you know. But first the ads. We'll wait. We'll wait for a bit. Till the guys on the ads are back. Have some music. Well, I grab a cookie candy for my throat. Because my throat is dying. Look at this. Yes, I think it's pretty good. Yes, you know Star Wars, where they've all messed up all the writing. Just pretend all those bad things never happened. Yeah, I think that will be a solution. Yes. Due to Rift in Space-Time episodes 7, 9, 8, and 9 never happened. Yes. The writing was so bad, man. The writing was so bad. Anyways. More 9 gag for me. Apparently boobs, some boobs. Cool. Did you know cats could fly? I didn't know cats could fly, but apparently cats can fly. Oh, hey guys, you're back. Welcome back, guys. Apparently cats can fly, we found out. Instead of texting on my way, I'm just gonna start sending this. Cats can fly. I need to save this one. This one is awesome. Full speed, maximum cat mode. Let's go. Anyways, ads are gone. Let's do the things, shall we? And welcome back, guys, of course. So if we complete, we have the resources. Yes, resources. Loot. More flotsam, flotsam. We of course have these asteroids, but flotsam I didn't see. We got a marker for it. Also, I forgot the music. I forgot the music. Whoops, my bad. There we go. Titanium, good. We need this. More titanium. So far, all the same. Pretty good, we need that. We need a lot of that. We haven't found the flotsam yet. Which is also... Ah, there, jetsam. Can't mark it, that's unfortunate. It's really hard to spot. I will thoroughly empty this system later. I won't miss anything I shoot on the way over, but there it is. I found the jetsam, or flotsam. I found jetsam flotsam 9440. I do wonder why it's flying in space though. A sealed barrel with devout symbols translating as waste from 944 experiment. The barrel is quite old and leaking a variety of volatile dimethyl compounds. The chemicals are probably the end result of a more complicated reaction. Dimethyl is that's their barrel. Do we have dimethyl? We don't. These containers make me a little concerned about what kind of science experiments the devout are up to. Yeah, they do. They do. And there is a lot more stuff, but let's go to the planet. And we'll grab whatever I can grab on the way over. Oh, aluminum. There is some. No anomalies. Let's go near the star, and we're gonna use this way out here. Silver. Star seems unremarkable. Check. Do the flinger. So I should check here, but it's probably also all titanium. I guess the entire system is titanium, which is fine. It's good. Yeah, so far basically all titanium. Scan the planets. And we got some enemies. Desert planets. Debris from another flinger gateway. These two flingers form a series. Perhaps whoever smashed them wants to discourage movement, but only in one direction. It's very like the devout don't want people going up that way. Titanium and platinum. Didn't even properly register with me that the flinger here was gone. The flinger. There got two flingers here. No, three. 1, 2, 3 flingers, and of course a destroyed one. So originally the system had 4 flingers. A bit of a hub, and we do have a portal here, so that's kind of nice. Deploy the team. An old freighter sits in a former lava plain. Technologically, this ship is unremarkable, using a slow reaction drive. The one distinctive and interesting feature is that it has been retrofitted with an unusual control system that Ensign Rhea speculates is an interface allowing a single pilot to control all systems via a contact-free neural link. The only way to verify the hypotheses, however, would be to actually enter the apparatus and power up the systems, which has an obvious risk. Put a plug into your brain. Rhea, put the plug into your brain, please. Just your brain. You'll be fine. Definitely fine. Yes. It's completely fine. Just plug in brain. Yes. 84. Ensign Rhea straps in while Ensign Whiskamook's biggest fan connects the lander's external power connector to the alien ship's system. There's an alarming crackling sound and a smell of burning magnesium, but Ensign Rhea reports success. As an added bonus, the ship was holding some raw Curolite ore. Nice. The interface felt quite peculiar, as if the ship's systems had been augmented into my proprioception. I will share my insights into its technology with Ensign Whiskamook's biggest fan. Yes. Information. I mean, we want to go to the smuggler, and there is a flinger right here, so yes. Enter the flinger. Just put alien device in brain. It works. It just works. Completely safe. Yes. Enemies. Oh, sorry, a loot. Yes, flying loot. Let's go here first. So go right next to the star, and then we go around towards this planet with the mission. I'm not sure gonna be a flinger here. I see no flinger at the moment, at least. Also, the design of the gas giant is also pretty varied. They're not all the same. I mean, there's not a million options, but there's a good amount of options. Several areas on this planet are pockmarked with large craters. They're too localized to be natural, but lack the radiation signature of nuclear or antimatter weaponry. According to our devout cultists, looks like a mass driver attack. It's rarely used in warfare because if the attacker can maneuver asteroids into orbit, they must have an undisputed space superiority. Therefore, no need to resort to such destructive tactics. Yeah, if you can just send asteroids in, yeah, that's kind of devastating for most. Yeah. Don't know why they would do that, but they did. Probably the devout doing devout things. That's... Oh. A lot further away than I expected. That's fine. In a different system. Let's go to this one first then. Let's go to all the planets and then go to the mission planet last. With our smuggler's contact. Wait, I see this. Is that a... asteroid or something else? What are you? What is this? Investigate. This is basically an autonomous drive system with a navigation system and a databank. Presumably it was used to deliver messages across large distances that were either not connected by warp gateways or couldn't wait for the next round vessel. The components are not particularly high quality, which would explain why this one died. The dispatch databanks, while particularly corrupted by radiation from the unshielded drive, contain large amounts of bureaucratic reports as well as some interesting academic correspondence and research data. Research on the vault on the has been proceeding too cautiously. The motivation of in constructing the Talonians is inscrutable, but a reasonable supposition is that they are an interface, probably for us, possibly even for themselves. The technology too complex for organic life forms to reliably control. The constraint protocols may be assumed to have similar purpose to the safety guards on a plasma torch, to prevent accidental severing of one's own... The dispatch research data contains an exhaustive compilation of what a certain academy has learned regarding reverse engineering Talonian constraint protocols, which is not very much. I mean, it's 30 science, we'll take it. Just by looking at the map. Was no mark or anything, just we found it. A half-dozen ancient containers litter the landscape. Judging from the markings, these once held armaments and munitions. While empty, the containers themselves are made from a small but non-trivial amount of titanium. New theory of why the Empire fell. Lack of recycling. Look at this waste material. I mean, yeah, maybe. As the team breaks down the crates, Ensign Kepler spots a data crystal lying a few meters away on the flat ground as if deliberately thrown. It contains a decrypted message fragment. To Colonel Jack, the disaster at Abistar, what should have been a straightforward negotiation with some fanatics, ended with the death of every subordinate under your command. Whether your genetic enhancements or training has failed, I do not know, but the 1st Legion will handle the situation now. There are reports of a similar situation developing at the Academy near Core. Terminus is the nearest ship. We expect a better performance from you against unarmed academics. Autoclave protocol is authorized. Retrieve any surviving research projects. They also should be in the possession of a fragment from... I remind you, your progeny are anxiously awaiting your return at the garrison where you will... So they messed up something. Everyone died at a easy negotiation. And he gets kind of chewed out for it. But they're the only ones in range to do something for them. Autoclave, isn't that a sterilization protocol? I think it is. It's been a while since I used autoclave, but I think it's for sterilizing. And with a while, I mean 20 years. So, I might be wrong. Don't really go to the lab too often anymore. This model-sized outpost has no features remarkable enough to naturally register as an anomaly on the scanners. They point location in an outdoor market, an aquatic alien in a liquid-filled suit is selling what might be food. After Lieutenant Garrett uses the code phrase, they're presented with bowls filled with steaming tentacles and gelatinous spheres. Ew. Upon return to the lander, a sealed container with a databank is found at the bottom of one. Despite Ensign Ria's 99% conviction the food is non-toxic, no one is interested in sampling it. Tentacles. This dish must be very unpopular if ordering it can work as a secret code. Yes, indeed. No one wants that stuff, apparently. I see the enemies coming in, but we have an artifact to analyze. This contains some encoded data that is hard to interpret without context. Whatever it is, it was concealed within the routine maintenance data of an experimental devout vessel. So, obviously a secret. Give me your bits, thank you. Dispatch. We found dispatch already. We've already seen that. So that's good. So it seems like the devout just want to wipe the entire universe of any species that are not devout, it seems. Decaying isotopes mark the unmistakable epitaph of a late industrial civilization. It seems that in the universe too, some civilizations snuff themselves out just before they are capable of spreading across the stars. While none of the culprit species survived, nature is making a rapid comeback, and Sanria estimates that the next civilization should be ready to have another go at it in roughly 2.5 million years. Well, evolutionary, that is really fast. The remaining strontium-9 in the fallout reveals some interesting variations. The beta decay in the beta decay rates here. Okay, sounds sciencey and complicated. Decay is different, but we're in a different universe, so laws of physics are different here, slightly. Let's go past the star. We've already seen that thing, so that's fine. Star's unremarkable. Deploy the team. This wreck is quite recent. Weathering has yet to erase the fine scoring of plasma blast marks on its hull. which would explain why no one has yet removed the valuable yttrium and aluminum from the hull. Now it's ours. So this system we checked completely. We do have this red star over here. And we have the derelict monitor. I'd like to go for the monitor, but I think it's pretty far away. It is. We do have a gateway here. So we're going to travel here and then travel back. I think what I'll do is I'll get some more resources if I need them. Actually, we might have enough. Let's see if we can get something installed on a ship. Let's see if we can get a ship a bit more space worthy. And then we'll explore more. Let's see if we can get some more engines, some more, mostly armor and stuff, because my weapons are completely all over the place and out. I want them to be a bit more, you know, protected. Enemies already? Okay, didn't expect that. I just came from here, so I didn't expect them to get here this fast, but you know. I'll take your free resources for the cause. I do love the range on my tractor beam. Oh, stomach making gurgly noises. Hope the mic doesn't pick it up. That's a mortar. No, yeah. But afraid. Can we get away from the star, please? It's kind of hot. There we go. I want your bits. There we go. Titanium, aluminum, all good stuff. Enter the portal. And we only got the Althea here, so that's good. Let's see. Let's first go with operations, see what they have. Milton. Resources. Gib. That's all. He has more for us, but doesn't... Yeah. I found playing with the codex shape item you discovered to be a relaxing way to unwind after my shift. Earlier this evening I noticed that some decorative lines could be connected depending on the configuration. I was able to arrange them in a continuous path to create a serpent-like pattern. I showed the pattern to Dr. Rama, and she confirmed it was a new set of gateway coordinates. I sent new coordinates to your nav computer, that's nice. Dr. Rama. I've not had an opportunity to review Pincushion's log, but I gathered from you shouting at me about the chain of command that you investigated the cephalide variable star and found something interesting. I was only listening to the bits about science, which were sparse. It turned out to be a massive remnant artifact whose rotation blocks out the light of a star. Not to see fit at all then. Disappointing. We find massive super relic. She's like, it's not the right star. Great. Did you miss the bit about the remnant artifact that's engulfing a star? It's already well established that objects in front of light cast shadows. Wanna hit this girl. Anyway, I understand that it's a mysterious enigma from ancient civilization and such, but it isn't giving me new information. Perhaps you can coax it into releasing some interesting particles, like that other thing. That's all we have for her, yeah. A good commander can admit when he was wrong, and I'd like to think I'm a good commander. Dr. Rama's request to investigate the cephide was right, but she was wrong to ignore my orders and try to inject her priorities above mine. Unfortunately, I'm a bit constrained in my ability to punish her. Ignoring her insubordination, it's an important discovery. Captain Dawson and her team believe there is a connection between this star lance, as she calls it, the polyhedral artifacts and the wormhole. The Starlands, obviously lands. The polyhedral artifact is the Amber Gem and the wormhole. Your top priority is determining what the Starlands does and how it operates. And one more thing. If Dr. Rama tries to reprioritize your objectives again, let me know. Yes, sir. Anyway, let's get Nanite Recovery. I don't really know what it does, but we can get Nanite Superfruit from any ships. I don't know what it does. I have no clue. But it's there now. Missiles I'm gonna keep away from. I'm gonna go for fixed guns and my good guns. First response. Let's see. Stabilize crew. Okay. Preventing support crew from being critically injured. That's kind of good. Yeah. Preventing support crew from getting critically injured means we keep them around longer to survive. That's good. This is Astro. Finding artifact drops. That sounds good. At least 2 Astro. Do we have any Astro on the crew? Astro is this one. One crew member who is 2. It's Perk's Force. We don't have anyone else with more than 2. So we got 1 who increases the amount of artifacts we find. The rest not. And I don't think we're going to boost that too much. So I don't think we want to get that. Even though it's nice. Anyways, ooh, what's this? Even faster plasma bolts with additional fire rates. 250. Expensive. Or damage per unit. Not sure. We got crew quarters. Yes, I want crew quarters. That fits quite well with what we just got, where the crew doesn't get that hurt as easily. Don't want logistic module yet, because we don't have the resource anyway. Reactor 3, please. Yes, there we go. Yes, reactor me. Bam. Maximum reactors unlocked. Don't care about batteries though. I think they're useless. That's all good. 125. Magnetic alignment. Additional fire accuracy assists for fixed guns. Or vorpal bolts. Hit the module or target below a certain health percentage, they will continue through to whatever is behind. That's kind of good. I will go for more assists, because I need assists with the fixed guns, because they are hard to aim. That's all we have. So the shipyard itself. Let's see. Let's adjust some things. We don't have fixed guns Mark II yet. I don't want to go messing around with Marks 1. I do want more energy, because our energy at the moment is 26 output and our peak was 42. We need a lot more energy. So let's start from scratch. Let's do that. There. And those 2 as well. Scratch. We want utilities, a scanner. Need that. We need a survey lander. Yes. Crew quarters, that's fine. That means we get more people aboard. 25 per crew, I believe. Yeah, 25 more. Means we have faster regeneration. That's good. None of this will overheat, so we can centralize that. Then, want energy. Want a reactor Mark III. That is a lot of that's a lot of power. It's not enough for all the things we had, but it's more than we had before, so that's good. Propulsion. Let's get the engine Mark II there and there. I want the small wings, of course, because they will help me in deep space, so that's good. I'm probably going to replace them at some other point, but that's fine. The heat is already stimulated, so would this make them orange, I wonder? No. Would this make them orange? It's darker yellow. Yeah, one is orange, okay. So we might want to do a thing like this. There we go, that's better. That's a lot better. Energy weapons and armor. We don't really have good armor yet. I need to get some more armor, increase things. Let's see. I'm gonna make some wings from plasma turrets, because we want those. And I might just make another set right here. It's still ugly as hell, I know, I agree. So I'm lacking yttrium. Only yttrium I'm lacking, okay, that's fine. So we need more yttrium. How's our power? Peak draws with 46 again, we're basically on the max. Energy, I can get another micro-reactor in. Which I will, which... This makes him orange, I guess? No, seems fine. We don't have another micro-reactor, but that's at least gets us a bit closer. Went from 31 to 34. It's significant. We got +3 stuff. I could put a battery in. I don't care much for batteries, but I mean, it will help us a bit in the early part of combat. And bulkheads. Now, bulkheads give more strength to the module they're attached to. So the smart move would be to put one bulkhead here and attach... I mean, these are already attached to them. These are yellow still, so only this one's orange. Okay. They're both orange. The best way to have them work would then be that, I guess. To have as many open space slots seems good, yes. Can I do something similar here? Not really. Do this. I mean, and this one is not attached to something, but that's okay, actually. Kind of interesting design for a wing, but, you know, efficiency and all that. Another bulkhead here, then. Attach that whole thing there, and that one. Yeah, there. We need one in the front still, but that's fine. Eventually we get the materials for that. So now these three are strengthened by his reinforcement. These two are strengthened by his reinforcement. I'm gonna put a few bulkheads in front of my cockpit because my cockpit is completely exposed here. Now we're probably gonna get energy problems, heat problems here. We will, but we do have an exhaust vent, which should mitigate that perfectly. Nice. Let's see. We do also have armor, but that requires iridium, I believe, right? Yeah, iridium, which we don't have a lot of. Let's get a deflector in front, another deflector. Oh, we can't fit anything more on the ship. The ship is too big. Ship too big. Also, we got that. We got the ants. We got the ants. We're gonna wait because the ants are now here. Delicious. I'm gonna save the flying cat. It needs to be here. Need to find a new one. I'll have to find that bit later. We got the ants are gone. The ants are gone. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. We're just about to make this monstrosity a little bit less monstrous, if I can. And in the process, it became worse. But, you know, it works, I guess. So, I think I put the survey down over there. So, we get the armor actually in front of my ship. And I cannot touch it there, so why the hell not? So, these deflectors have a direction, that arrow, which they will deflect nonsense. So they will deflect some damage from my cockpit. I need my bridge here to be protected by stuff. But we don't... Actually, we do have enough for another deflector. Never mind. No, we don't have enough spaces for another deflector. We're full in space. So, yeah. Our power is still a bit on the low end though. I'd love to have this power output to be higher than a peak draw so we can keep firing all guns. But I'm lacking Curalight, I guess, right? Entertainment at the moment, but that I can fix. So Curalight, we can buy that. I simply go to someone and say, I want to buy this. So we need to make sure we farm upon Curalight. I'm going to farm some more aluminum, titanium, and just get these numbers at least in a 3-digit here. Probably get some Curalight by trading and make the ship a little bit more, a bit better looking, because it looks awful. Absolutely god awful. But I think that will be it for today, because my voice needs some rest, and I also need to clear the path of the snow, because we have a lot of snow here. So I'm going to do that. I want to thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow with some more, I didn't need to read this. Starcom Unknown Space, yes, I did of course notice. Me and names. I'm so bad with names. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, hope you had fun, most important thing. Brindal, thank you for joining us today. I hope you have a great, run yourself. Enjoy all the things. And tomorrow I'll be back with some more. Let me just keep going. And hopefully at some point the ship will look beautiful. Maybe. At some point. Eventually. Anyways. With that. Bye-bye. Where is the thing? There's the thing. Sometimes you just need to find the thing.